So here's a short story which perfectly demonstrates why a guy must spend years getting to know his girl before he thinks about marrying her. Because the longer he's with her, the more of a chance that the true colors can come out if she has some bad true colors. And why it's crazy to rush into a marriage, something like that. And of course, a story that demonstrates the old bait and switch. When a gal says, for instance, that's okay, I don't want to have any kids, then you get married, then she's mad at you because you don't want to. Titled, Am I the a-hole for not doing a vasectomy reversal since my wife asked me to? And a shout out to Matt for sending me this story. Now listen to this, guys. This one, he says, I, a 39-year-old male, lost my wife and unborn son 8 years ago. She was hit by a drunk driver while walking home from work. Oh my God. I was devastated and couldn't even get out of bed for a very long time. After years of therapy, I'm better now. I had a vasectomy a year after my wife passed because I never want to be a father ever. I met Melissa, a 35-year-old female, 2 years ago through her sister, my coworker. On our first date, I told her everything, including the fact that I had a vasectomy and would never change my mind about not wanting to be a dad. She said she had no interest in becoming a mom either. We eloped 6 months ago. Smack! Married her after a year and a half. That is way too soon. Now, you all heard that. He made it clear on the first date. Laid all his cards out on the table. He told her what happened. He told her he had a vasectomy. No confusion there. Don't ever want to have kids. No confusion there. And she said, okay, I don't want to be a mom either. No problem whatsoever. Okay, you all heard it. Recently, Melissa's sister gave birth to twins. I'm happy for her and, of course, do my best to be a good uncle. However, since then, my wife has been nagging me, saying that I'm being selfish and should get my vasectomy reversed so we can do an IVF and have babies too. I reminded her that I was clear from the start, I don't want to be a father. Classic bait and switch. I'll get the guy to change his mind. Now, okay, she saw her sister have twins, and now she's, I'm missing out and blah, 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 but you heard, first date. Okay, no problem, I don't want to be a mom. Nope, doesn't work that way. That's not what he signed up for. Now here's when the real crazy, that's the bait and switch. Now here comes the crazy. Now she's calling me a jerk, saying I made this stupid decision when I was grieving and that I should compromise by having just one kid. She wants two, I want one. She says I got my late wife pregnant, so it's very selfish of me not giving her a baby. Am I an a-hole for not compromising? Smack, can't believe you're asking that question. No, you're not the a-hole. She's the a-hole. And we're about to do an update here, and you're really going to see how much of a crazy a-hole she is. No, you made it abundantly clear. That was the terms early on. But here's the point why you should have waited a year and a half to be with her when you're about to see what's next. Now for his update. He says here, I'm out for a walk right now because we had a big argument, and I need to cool down. I had a calm discussion with Melissa. Really? Calm discussion? Where I reiterated that I've been upfront with her from the beginning. I decided to have a vasectomy because I never want to be a father. This wasn't an impulsive decision, and I will never change my mind. I shared with her that the first time I stepped into my son's nursery after the accident, I had a complete breakdown. For goodness sake, his wife, pregnant wife with his son, unborn son, got hit by a drunk driver, killed, boom. I mean, that'd screw up anybody with a soul and a heart. Everything was ready, and she was 2 days past her due date. Everything was there except them. And to this day, I feel sick looking at her nursery. I told her that if she really wants to have a baby, I will leave peacefully. We can have an amicable divorce, and she can find someone who shares her dreams. Good luck with an amicable divorce when she feels like she's been slighted here. And notice he's saying, okay, I'll walk away. Obviously, he wouldn't have married her if he thought that she'd be all of a sudden wanting a kid. She rolled her eyes and asked, how long do you plan to use this trauma card? What a freaking bitch. But we're not done yet. Why can't you be a man and fucking move on? I told my mind was made up and the divorce is our only option. Man, talk about heartless here. Now, yes, people have to eventually let go, but come on here. She became furious. She said she would make my life miserable during the divorce process. So much for the amicable divorce. Called me an infertile limp dick and said I was pathetic for not getting over some dead bitch. Whoa! His late wife, who was killed by a drunk driver with his baby, and she's calling her a dead bitch. This woman is psycho. She's freaking evil. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's my hormones, or I'm just emotional. No, who says that? But I bet you, if he'd been with her longer than a year and a half, he would have seen her true colors at some point. I left the house for a walk. A walk? She should have been running. On her Instagram story, she posted a picture of annoyed Cillian Murphy with a caption, "When you want to be treated like a princess, but it's 2024 and your man acts like a princess." What a bitch. Currently my life right now. I texted my coworker to see if I can book an appointment with his wife, who is a divorce attorney. Thank you all for your kind help. Psycho. Well, I'm sorry what happened to the guy the first time around. I mean, that's terrible. And then he rushed into things with her. And why a year and a half? Probably because she probably put up the big act like she's this great, loving, kind person, and he wanted to make up for that loss and lacking his feeling in his life, and one can see why he probably did that, but it ain't a good decision. I'm sure some people probably told him, you might want to wait longer, and there you go. Now her true colors come out. Probably all along she was thinking, I can get him to change his mind. That's probably what she's thinking. Total psycho. And I'm going to make your divorce miserable. Why? Because you don't see eye to eye? Freaking psycho. Now some comments here. One guy says, this is from a woman. She says, Jesus, women like her make the rest of us look bad. If it was reversed and you pressured her for a baby, she'd be crying abuse and all that BS. Sorry you're going through all this, but sounds like divorce is your best option. I would say good riddance. She's the next husband's problem, and you'll be free to live your life child-free. I'm just floored she was aboard with the CF, child-free life, until she wasn't, my guess, she fulfilled, and she'd be able to talk you into it, and to use your deceased wife and child like that's against you. Just all sorts of psycho, in my opinion. That's from a woman. Yeah, she just thought she could get you to change your mind. That's why we call them the bait and switch wife, guys. Another one. Exactly. Good lawyer now. That is unforgivable, both because of the cruelty of what she said to you and the neon sign that you two are clearly incompatible at a fundamental level. You deserve someone who wants you, the person you are with, all your scars and baggage, not some unempathetic douche nozzle who clearly sees you as a genetic placeholder in her life plans. Your trauma has changed and scarred you, but you will still be a human being deserving of love and understanding. You're darn right. I bet you this one probably put on the show of being loving and understanding. And then boom, that rings on her finger and unleash the Kraken. One more. Holy fuck. Beyond not okay. I'm glad you're doing what you need to do to get away from her. Please, please, please get documentation of everything you can and what she is saying. Send her a text and get her to reiterate that she's going to make your life miserable. The vile, uncaring things she said about your heartbreak and trauma. I hope you have a healing journey continues, and whether you find someone or not, I wish you all the happiness in life. Yeah, I just hope this guy, he divorces her, and then he doesn't try again, because he's obviously a relationship guy. But after this, oh my God. But anyhow, she called his deceased late wife, who died tragically from a drunk driver, a dead bitch. I mean, talk about anger issues. And I bet you she's going to go full throttle on trying to make his life a living hell. But then maybe when she sees he's serious, then the waterworks will come about. So I'm going to pay attention for updates here. But again, guys, take your time with your girl if you're thinking about getting married in today's world. Years, and I don't mean a year and a half. I'm talking 5 years. People disagree with me all the time. But the longer you wait, the better. And is that a guarantee? Of course not. But the longer you're with her, real life situations happen, and you can start to see how she handles things, resolves problems, communicates, all that. That mean side would have come out real quick.